the mic isn't on. We're going to be playing a brand new game that has extremely loud music, so let's turn that down a little bit. Just a smidge. And it's called Disco Elysium. Now, Disco Elysium is a brand new RPG released by a group named Zaum. Z-A-U-M. That's all I know. And I think it's their first ever released game. And let me tell you, I've played a little bit of it, and it is something special. It is something that is 100% worth checking out if you like these kinds of games. But if you don't like these kinds of games, you can always see if it appeals to you by checking out what we're going to do here. So we're going to go ahead and start a brand new game. And so here at the beginning, it gives you 3 choices to start off with. You get thinker, extremely intelligent, very bad with people. Knows interesting facts, comes up with original ideas. Sensitive, very psychological, a magnetic personality but unstable, might begin to lose his mind. Physical, extremely physical, interacts with the world through his body, gets things done, but dumb as a rock. Or we can create our own. And I think for this, we're going to create our own. We're going to see what's going on in the world, in the city of Revachol. So we're going to play. So, all right. So what are we going to play? We should play. We'll say, not super intelligent. I kind of like this, to be honest with you. But not super intelligent. But maybe, you know, we're in good shape. Pretty good. We have a good emotional intelligence. Maybe not super smart. And we're not very agile. That includes things like comebacks, witty retorts. Or we can just go random. Okay. So random gave us good emotional, terrible intellect, terrible physique, and genius motorics. And frankly, you know what? I'm almost willing to go with that. Except I don't want to be super dumb. So we're going to pop down motorics to 6, pop up intellect to 2. So now we're just a little weak-minded. But we've got a good emotional intelligence. Our body sucks, but we are so friggin' agile, you wouldn't even believe it. How high do these go anyway? It only goes up to 6. Signature skill. Hand-eye coordination. So there's a whole bunch of signature skills that you can pick from, and there's 6 skills per like main stat. And oh, can you just like increase? No. So there's 6 skills per main stat. So you have things like in intelligence, you have like logic. You have logic is wield raw intellectual power, deduce the world. Visual calculus, reconstruct crime scenes, make laws of physics work for the law. Visual calculus in my mind is something like in Sherlock, where he reconstructs the crime scene with his head, or what you see a lot of times with those, you know, super special detectives and everything like that. We're not going to do anything here. I mean, we could put a point in endurance, but I don't want to set that to our signature. So what is our signature going to be? Savoir-faire, sneak under their noses, stun with immense panache. Interfacing, master machines, pick locks and pockets. Straighten your back, keep your poker face. That's composure. Perception, see, hear, and smell everything. Let no detail go unnoticed. Hand-eye coordination, ready, aim, fire. Volition, hold yourself up, keep your morale up. Hunches and gut feelings, dreams and waking life. Understand others, work your mirror neurons. Authority, intimidate the public, assert yourself. A spirit decor, connect to Station 41, understand cop culture, and suggestion, charm men and women, play the puppet master. Because we're so good in motorics, we are going to go with reaction speed. We are super reactive. We're basically a ninja. And with that, it begins. The Furies are at home in the mirror. It is their address. Even the clearest water, if deep enough, can drown. Begin.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever.
Never, ever, ever?
Never, ever, ever, baby.
Keep on not existing.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
What was that about the X something?
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful, a pool of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
No, I wanted to know about the X something.
Ex-love. Ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone.
No, I want to get off now. I like pain and burning light and wanting things from people who don't want to give them to me.
Do you really?
I do. Let me off.
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much over yourself. Got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first. Wait, I did this to myself?
Yes, your one disco mother.
I don't care. I'm an idiot. A brave idiot.
Somewhere in the sore, bloated man-meat around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
You can take it. You're a champion. Mother, help me. There's a head attached to my neck and I'm in it.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Help! Someone! Cut my head off! It's trying to murder the rest of me.
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
That is basically how I wake up every morning. All right. So here we are, I guess. This magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. What is over here? Empty cassette case. What in the crap did I stumble into, eh, Regeltus? Ops is feeling a little bit under the weather, so we're playing we're playing a new game, came out yesterday, called Disco Elysium. And it is weird. It is super weird. Item gained, empty cassette case. This reel-to-reel tape player is still on, rolling empty. Green shoe, left foot. Take all. Item gained. Green shoe, left foot. And there it is. I love it. Pants. Flare cut trousers. Let's do it. Oh. Disco ass blazer. Perception. Hearing. You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare cut pants. Fish them out. It says whirling in rags on the aluminum key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door. With some disco, yeah, man of style with some disco ass blazers. I kind of want to just go out like this. I don't need a shirt. I see a shirt over here. I don't need a shirt though. Only suckers need shirts. Worlds fail to describe how rank it smells in here. They should have sent a poet. You see bottles in the bathtub. Wine, beer, and sweet liqueurs. Shirt. White satin shirt. +1 conceptualization, -1 suggestion. Look at that. Man, I am killing it. What is this? Mirror. A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. Really nothing? Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions. Wipe the mirror. As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort! You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you'll see there, and you will never unbecome it. Maybe I should touch it first. Make sure there's nothing wrong with my face. Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with it. What's wrong? Where to even begin? There's the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin. I'm sorry. Touch your nose. Bet you are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it, and it doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either, not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you. At least my tongue is okay. It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers. Hey, Gray, how's it going? Playing a little something new while Hops kind of recovers here. No working tonight. All right, wipe the mirror. Behold! You have no idea who this thing is, do you? This is the face of a late-stage alcoholic. Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Or wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why? I'm not making it. The face is making itself. Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. Okay, try to stop. Oh my God, you can't stop. It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What's the emotion you're trying to convey? I think it's supposed to look suggestive. I'm afraid it's meant for the ladies. Please promise yourself you are not going to try it on any of the ladies, whatever happens. She'll be okay. She's recovered. She can mend bones like that. No one tells me what to do. That's right. Not even yourself. Go ahead. Try something. It's not in order. All right. So basically, both of these are terrible. Encyclopedia. Dig deep into your mind to locate the source of the expression. Or electrochemistry. Attempt to stop the expression from happening. I guess let's try to locate it. Failure. Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now. Attempt to stop the expression from happening. Failure. It's too late. Like an image on film, the expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it. Fine. Well, so far so good. Really depressing. I don't feel like I'm particularly a rock star so far. Looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. Ceiling fan. This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. Inland Empire. Success. Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world. Savoir faire, grab the tie, pull on the fan, pull on the light bulb, pull on the fan. The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. Oh yeah, I can get it, no problem. Look at that. I can get a tie off of a non-moving fan. See? Call me a loser now. Yeah, she's not... hey, Sushi, she's still not feeling great. But she might pop on later. I'm not sure if we're going to change to something else, if we're going to stick to Disco Elysium. So far, it's pretty interesting for me. I'm digging it. I kind of want to move my... here, real quick. Boop. Just to get into the whole role-playing aspect of it. Here we go. There. Now it's like it's me. This makes me want to go back and play I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. I've never beat it, but it was weird as crap. I've heard about that game. I have never played it, though. I've heard... It's pretty weird so far. It's pretty interesting, though. I dig it. I dig it a lot. I'm really enjoying it. All right, grab the tie. Nope. Don't pull on the fan. Grab the tie. Success! You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap! It's released from the blade. Warning, warning. The necktie is no longer contained. Item gained. Horrific necktie. What you have in your hand is a fantastically colorful tie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose. Pull on the light bulb. A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. Alright, let's turn it off. I'm hungover after all. Am I wearing the tie? I am wearing the tie. Look at that. Neck. +1 Inland Empire. I mean, I could wear a tie like that. I think if I had ties like that, I would wear them. I'm a fan. I like it. What is this? Broken window. The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. Visual calculus, easy. Assess the damage. 58% chance. Let's look out first. The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings. Assess the damage. Failure. What do you mean assess the damage? How would you do that? What are you even trying to do? Alright, well, I guess that's the end of that. Oh yeah. That is singularly the most professional looking article of clothing which ever my eyes have fallen upon. Yeah, I mean, I could only find one shoe. I'm sure we'll find another one. Even if it might not be a matching shoe, I'm sure I'll be fine. Lodu, Uhu Reservation. -22 degrees centigrade. Snow drifts. There's something on the table. Money. Money gained, 40 cents, real. What is over here? Need to do something behind Lieutenant Kitsiurgi's back? Sneak out after he's gone to sleep. Okay. God, this is bright. The smell of the sea makes you dizzy. As it would. Oh my god. Green shoe. Right foot. Item gained. Green snakeskin shoes. +1 composure. -1 savoir-faire. Don't my pants? Yeah, my pants have -1 savoir-faire too. Or savoir-faire. I don't know how to pronounce it. Secret task complete. Find your other shoe. There they both are. 2 identical shoes. Both both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin. Reunited on your feet. How do they fit? Good. They're balanced. Comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told. Good stuff. Good stuff. So far, we've played 15 minutes. We managed to stop a ceiling fan. And we managed to get another shoe. So I think it's working out pretty well. What is this? The calendar says it's March. The year is 51.
Hello, officer.
Ooh. The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Miss Orange Disco Dancer. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28. That character may be almost as fast as me to get things done. Yeah, so far I'm really identifying with him. Officer, am I military personnel?
No.
She seems perplexed by your question. There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman. Wait, I know. I'm a businessman. Chief Executive Officer, right? The young woman shakes her head slowly. Okay. Chief Technical Officer?
No. You're a police officer, sir?
Goddamn right, I'm a policeman. And don't you forget it.
Okay, cool. I won't.
She means it. She wouldn't defy authority, however sweaty and bloated it may look. Now, no need to get alarmed, ma'am. I was just getting into character, you know.
Okay.
She breathes in the silvery smoke. How did you know I'm a police officer?
Sir, you've been here for 3 days. On official police business, as you put it.
And what business is that?
I couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Why don't I remember being... Oh, God. Suggestion, challenging. Try the expression on her. Let her know you want her. Physically. Suggestion failure. The words have already left your mouth. I want to have fuck with you. She erupts in laughter. All the fatigue swept from her face. What was that? That's not even how words are used. What did you say? Come on, say it again. No, I don't want to. Come on, man. Pretty please, one more time. I said I want to have fuck with you. Goddamn right you did, you crazy asshole, you. She wipes the tears from her eyes. What kind of cop are you? I'm a cop of the apocalypse, superstar cop. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said that. You're pretty. I'm sorry. I'm the sorry cop. I'm not sure I'm a cop at all. Already better than our regular police business. Oh my God. Superstar cop. I can no longer deny it. Okay, that's cool. Or if I can just maybe ask you to elaborate on that superstardom a tiny bit. It means I'm a bloated old drunk with sideburns and disco pants. If I don't have a joke up my sleeve, it's on me. I have certainly been entertained. Thank you. Whatever you are, you should stick to it. Otherwise, she extinguishes her cigarette.
It's gonna suck for you later when you have to interrogate me.
Klaasje. How do you pronounce that name? Klaasje? Klaasje? Klaasje?
And for the record, no, I didn't do it.
Looks like she left a nice long stub in the ashtray. It's still smoking. Door, room 3. The door is closed. Knock. There's no answer. You hear the shower being turned on somewhere inside. A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you. Jesus. Klaasje? Not a French name. Can't help. Sounds Slavic or Nordish. Klaasje, I think. Klaasje sounds reasonable. Why are you doing this? Don't do this to me. The door is mute and indifferent. Your despair is a joke to it. Knock again. Still no answer. Knock again, much harder. Still nothing. Try the handle. The door can only be opened with a key or from the inside. All right. Whatever. I'll break into that person's room some other time. This is the weekend edition of the satirical newspaper Trompe le Monde. Oh shit, getting some French. Nothing on the front page rings a bell. Strange. This is interesting so far. So this game apparently doesn't have any combat in it whatsoever. Keeping up on American politics, huh, Sushi? Or at least Texan politics. Let's see. This is where the lyrics would be. Yep. You're right. A big old karaoke mic just waiting for someone to sing into it. Save again. The speaker is connected to the radio. The music is seasoned with static. You should totally sing karaoke here the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know of your vast oceanic soul. My soul is immense. Utterly, and it needs to be heard through a PA system by other people. This goes well with the theory I'm developing, that I'm a down-on-my-luck superstar person who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline. Yeah, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works. What should I sing when it comes to it? You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious. I was thinking maybe I could sing something happy, get the crowd going. No. Don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound. New task. Sing karaoke. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed. All right. Can I actually pose? This feels right. You belong here. His inner voice seems to be trying to get him into trouble. Can I examine this? I don't think I can. The menu has been wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written on it. What is this? Oh. Just steal some drugs, I guess. That's fine. This is a water cooler. A large bubble is rising to the surface. The door is bolted. A sign reads, "Kitchen reserved for personnel until 1300. The soft purr of electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working. Inside, you catch a glimpse of union paraphernalia, a strike poster, some red pennants. A sign reads, "Mess hall reserved for union members. Doors open, 1600. This royal pinball machine is unplugged. All right, I'll talk to these two later. I'm going to talk to this guy first. Gart, the cafeteria manager. Gart, the cafeteria manager? It's a Le Carte, right? So Gart. A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. Empathy, success. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now, he is purposefully ignoring you. He looks like he's not a fan. I sense you're not a fan of mine.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero, cop.
Man, screw you! Logic, success. Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this? So not only am I a cop, but I'm also a hero?
Yes, you are. A real decorated hero.
Just shoot him. What did I do?
What did you not do? First, you took the body down. Then you solved the murder. Then you didn't trash my hostel room. Maybe you even negotiated the strike.
Oh my god, I did all those things?
No, you see, actually, you didn't. You haven't done anything even remotely useful since you got here.
What have I been doing then? Have you seen me around?
No, I haven't seen you around. Not always here.
He looks down again and keeps plucking at the bird. Are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
This dude is a friggin' prick. I mean, yeah, I may have trashed his hotel or whatever, but come on. Composure, success. He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject. You look like a bartender.
That period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands behind a counter is a bartender, okay? I'm the cafeteria manager.
What's the difference?
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in.
Where did this Sylvie go?
She just, you know.
He shrugs. Empathy, success. There's something here, and it's not good. That's all you know for now. There's something in here. There. Oh, God. Look at the stuffed bird. A competent work of taxidermy, the white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs, one of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on the wall. Sight perception, success. A small engraved steel tag says, The Great Skua, Stercorarius Skua. Inland Empire, success. Something about it makes you feel bitter. What happened to the bird?
Look, your buddy is over there.
He looks at the doors where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
Look, I'm a cop and I talk to whomever I please. He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead. Man, maybe I should have shot him. Friggin' bullshit. This guy? Kim Kitsuragi, a bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket, is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. Esprit de corps, success. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why? Sight, perception, success. On the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer. Gray. Violence may not be the best answer, but it's the quickest answer. And usually what gets the most dramatic results. What's with the unexpected French? I don't know. I don't know why there's French like sprinkled around. Like they had the trompe de mole. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry in advance. Hey Bethany, how's it going? It's going great here. Hops is not with us right now because she is not feeling super great. So I am streaming a brand new game, came out yesterday, called Disco Elysium. And it is super weird. How are you doing? Hold on. Who is he to me? He is your half-brother. Like, police officer, half-brother. Metaphorical half-brother, I'm assuming. Shake his hand.
Hello. I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he is waiting for your name. Inland Empire success. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize. I invent a name for myself. Hey, success! Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go. It is not yet time.
Okay, then.
He processes the information and then disregards it. Thank you, Bethany. I'm sure she'll be feeling better. Even if she joins us, she's probably just going to be hanging out. I haven't tried the Dead Space emulator suggestion. I was actually going to try, because I got a new PC, I was going to try rerunning the one that I have on Steam to see if that works now. But I haven't been able to do that either. We've been pretty busy and sick, so haven't been doing much of that. But I do have to remember that, because I do want to play through all the Dead Space games.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
This is kind of spooky. I mean, spooky in sort of a weird way, right? You mean him? Yeah, I just talked to him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right?
Is it Koikatsu Party, Gray?
It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
Yes! The police. I'm aware I'm a policeman.
Right. And the interviews?
He taps his foot, more out of habit than impatience. I have. Yes.
Good. But even if you haven't, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Look, man, yeah.
Does that mean the body is no longer in the tree?
Dead body? No.
So the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree. Also, I'm an upstanding and wholesome individual who wouldn't bring something so revolting into a conversation. Although, truthfully, no, I wasn't going to say Koikatsu Party. Potato thriller?
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
How can you be so sure I'm from the police? I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back. He points to your jacket. I suppose you could have been impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from a black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General. Inspectorate General? Internal Affairs. And I'm not them. I'm from Criminal Investigation. Okay, then. He nods. You know what? Let's get going. Logic. If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge? Wait, should I have a badge or something? You mean you don't have a badge? I have my badge. I'm a policeman and I have my badge. Oh, There's a moment's pause, then he continues, obviously relieved. If you didn't have your badge, then that would be very bad. You would need to report it on my shortwave. But since you do have it, we can go straight to the task at hand. Oh, Vampire Campaign of Warhammer 2. That's a good idea. I haven't played Warhammer 2 in a while. Oh, what's this old lady want?
Hello, sweetie.
The elderly woman turns to you with a smile. Wait, who's Sweetie? Her reaction speed is that. Does that mean you like me?
You are a handsome man, officer, with your moustache and your chiseled jaw, and that silly dimple on your chin.
You're going to have to murder him to hide the fact you don't have your badge. Nailed it. 100%. I'm pulling this off flawlessly. Who could ever think that I'm not a police officer?
But dear, you're not for me. I'm too old and too married besides. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained, I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up, smiling. Esprit de corps. This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot. You seem to be in a chair. Yes, dear, I'm a paraplegic. Encyclopedia success. A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height or a grenade explosion. A grenade. Did you fight in a war? No, dear, I'm not quite that old, although I was injured in the line of duty. What are these answers? Were you a tightrope walker? Nothing so extravagant, dear, though what young girl doesn't dream of soaring over a crowd? What did you do then? I was a training and development manager at a rapidly expanding mail order shoe company. You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be everywhere, and well, once I happened to be under some faulty scaffolding. I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well. One can only dream of such payoffs nowadays. She runs her hands over the chrome wheels of her chair. Well, thanks for clearing that up for me. Let's move on. No problem, she nods, smiling up at you from behind her glasses. Empathy, success. There's no bitterness in her voice. She accepted the curiosity of her condition inspires. She accepted the curiosity her condition inspires a long time ago. Look, I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything. Dude, she is a paraplegic. Oh my God, Gray. Her eyes follow your movements with some concern. Yes, officer, you look rather dazed, like a stunned fox, but surely things can't be that bad. Look, I drank so hard I forgot literally everything. Oh my. It takes a moment to process. You know where we are, right? I mean, the Whirling in Rags cafeteria. It was on my keys. That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located? In hell. We are all in hell. She flashes you a worried look. We're in the city of Revachol, my dear. Okay. Yes, and Revachol. She examines you. Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol. What kind of place is this? Her gray eyes widen. How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days. All right, Bethany. It was nice of you to stop by. This is not what it normally is like. What medical condition do you find sexy? Okay. This is where we're going with this. I'm going to move on here. There's a pause as she studies your expression. You must look quite lost. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes? I do. It is March 51. That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded. Composure, success. Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders. I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government? Oh my God. I'm just gonna go past everything that's going on in chat and read through the options. Some kind of democracy. I'd like to think the dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not. Our leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds. Civilization cowers before us. Yep, that one. Oh, no, nothing like that, dear. Revachol is a special administrative region led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly not one who's horseback. I don't even know what to say. I'm so disappointed. It is quite disappointing, yes. A lot of people would like some form of representation. There's talk, but for now, the RCM is all we've got. If there's no government, how come there are cops? Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone. So, how did I do? You didn't do too well, dear. You really only knew what year it is. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things, history and places, reality in a word. It's very odd. A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook. But maybe a fresh set of eyes is just what this world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much. Volition, success. She means this sincerely. Worrying won't do you any good. Who could tell me more? Someone more educated in sweeping matters? Maybe you should ask. She turns to the lieutenant. No. He looks away. I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective. Of course. She turns to you. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated, though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez. Reaction speed. That's a good point. This doesn't look like Rich Central. How'd you like to roll with me? Thank you, Bethany. Hopefully we'll see you soon. Oh my God. 5. It's 5. You didn't even look the others. Such a shame. Yeah, 5. Bar3ly is Alex Jones confirmed. I almost did that when I saw the radio waves one. How'd you like to roll with me? Her eyes light up. Whatever do you mean? I want you to be my wheeled chair partner in fighting crime, ridding backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers. Sequence killers? Oh my. She sounds impressed. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie. A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree. I know. But there are also side mysteries, sequence killers, and forays into the paranatural. I can assure you with absolute certainty there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez. Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. She turns to you. I wouldn't be of much use to you and to you anyway, sweetie. Why? 3 heads are better than 2. Thank you, but... She looks out the window wistfully. Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down. She turns back to you with a hopeful glint in her eyes. Perhaps another time? Well, I've got to get going now. Of course, dear. Good luck with your case. She gives you a small wave. Well, there you go. Hooray! All right, so we have to talk to this guy. What else is in here? Ooh, yo, there's money. Can I get this money? I feel like that's somewhere I cannot go because it's in the other room. What is this? A bottle of rum has been knocked over. Beautiful dark liquid is spilling out. Electrochemistry. That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already? Pretty long. It's drink o'clock. Attaboy, it's coming back to him. You had your mesolimbic reward pathway worried there, not thinking about drinking all the time. It was like you weren't yourself. No option to lick the rum left over. Lame. I've been secretly thinking about it all this time. There he is, you old boy, the devil. You rascal, you. Let's celebrate right now by licking the stain off the counter. Do it. It'll be wild. What was that, Sushi? Lick it. Don't lick it. Lick it, but only a little. We're going to go ahead and we're going to lick it because we are desperate, desperate alcoholics. Calmly, the lieutenant looks out of the window, and then to you licking the tasty rum stain off the counter, and then out of the window again. What are you doing? He asked without turning his eyes from the street outside. Investigating. We should move. You should definitely go for some more. The titillating scent of alcohol in your nostrils was beautiful. New task, find booze and drink it. Well, that's the kind of game. That's the kind of game this is that we are currently playing. That we just licked rum off of a counter. Sleeping dock worker. A man is sleeping at the table wearing mud-caked boots and rolled down overalls. The back of his shirt reads Wild Pines. Encircled by a logo with a tree. Interfacing. Success. A colorful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. Makes your fingers itch. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. I'll take that. Item gain magnesium. The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does. You've just picked up medicine. Okay. Click the plus icon to heal your morale if you have morale damage. Is this morale? This is morale. This is health. Okay. Inspect the piece of plastic on his carabiner. It's a dock worker's ID doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo. Santiago S. John. Interfacing. Steal the dock worker's ID. Can't shoot him. I don't think I have a gun yet, Gray. But I can steal his ID. And seeing as how we're going to be in an absolute disaster of a human being, I think I'm going to go ahead and take his ID. Snap his neck. Success! Your fingers find their way into the shackle, flicking open its spring-loaded gate. The metal loop holds the plastic ID and a leather-bound pocketbook. And the man? The man emits a loud snore. Is he about to wake up? Doesn't look like it, but you never know. Better be quick. Volition. Success. Are you positive that what you're doing here is proper police conduct? You can still leave and do nothing. Does the lieutenant see me? No. He's looking the other way, perhaps purposefully. Swipe through the pocketbook and take what's inside. $5? 5 real. You find a black paper note with a woman's profile on it. Seems like this woman lived centuries ago. The note says 5 real. It feels nice and greasy. Inland Empire success. You don't really know what it's for, but you get the feeling notes like these are super important. You should keep it. Steal the document. You slip the plastic ID card out of the loop and pocket it. The man continues to snore. Close the carabiner. The sleeping dock worker has little to say about your actions. He remains silent. You're not 100% clear what you did here was right, but to hell with it. 8% chance to wake him up if I tried. I don't want to wake him up because I just stole from him. And stole his ID. Lieutenant, who is this? No idea. Looks like he works for Wild Pines, the logistic company who owns and operates the harbor. But why is he sleeping during the day? Possibly because there's a strike going on in the harbor. There's not much to do aside from drinking and sleeping. Leave. so we have to talk to this guy again. Gart. The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger and he was holding and turns to the lieutenant. I don't know if we're ever going to do stuff with the Liz Bucks again.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Gart. I wish I had French mouth.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
He looks to you, realizing he still doesn't know your name. Can I have a drink?
No, you could not.
Officer, I was thinking more along the lines of your name.
The Harbinger of Ruin.
What?
The Gloaming. I am it.
I have no idea what that means.
I've been to the precipice, cafeteria manager. I've seen the end. Or, the human experiment will soon be over, cafeteria manager. It doesn't matter if you understand. I've been to the precipice, cafeteria manager. I've seen the end.
What is this? A joke to you? Is this what you get when you call the police now? This guy? We've been waiting for a week here.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yes, of course.
He takes a step back. Authority. Success. For a moment, the cafeteria manager fidgets under the lieutenant's gaze. Then he gives in.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
Gart doesn't sound French. This could be Southeastern European, as Klache is a feminine form of Nicholas, which is Greek. So either Scandinavian or somewhere in the area around Greece to Albania, etc. Interesting. It's all that Crusader Kings paying off. / general geographical knowledge.
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
He looks behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper, and hands it to the lieutenant. Reaction speed. Success. This sounds like something you can use to call this Sylvie later.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
Good thing I put all those points in reaction speed so I could realize that a piece of paper with her phone number on it could be used to call her later.
What? With Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
You only manage 3 cafeterias. You told me earlier you manage 3 cafeterias. Don't be a dick.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yeah, I created my own sushi. I created my own character at the start. I rolled random, and it made me a physically weak idiot who was really empathetic, but incredible at like agility. And that includes like reaction speed and like quick-wittedness, I guess. But I decided I didn't want to be a complete idiot, so I took 1 point out of agility and put it into intelligence. So I'm just kind of dumb, but I am very weak, but I'm very quick, and I'm very, I'm moderately empathetic. I have a higher emotional intelligence than most. Dumb, weak, but quick, yes. And empathetic. So there we go. That's the character.
Yes, I know where some things are. But as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
The one thing I'm excited about is, so I was reading that this game has no combat whatsoever. So the entire thing, it really reminds me, and I don't know why it reminds me of it, but it really reminds me of the old Blade Runner point and click adventure game. Except this is supposed to be like considerably longer. This is supposed to be like 45 to 50 hours for one playthrough. And apparently, like if you were interested in this game and you did pick it up, apparently the beginning and everything starts way different. Blade Runner did have some combat. That's right. You're right. It had that crappy reaction time gun clicking. But apparently it's supposed to be way different for depending on how you do your stats. A lot of reviews are saying they started the game 3 or 4 different times with different stats, and the beginning of the game is just wildly different in what they got and what dialogue they got and everything.
I didn't imply that. Detective?
What, who, me?
Mm-hmm. I have everything. You?
Oh, you mean, do I have questions?
Yes, he means, do you have questions for me? Like a police officer would.
The cafeteria manager is clearly agitated again. Where exactly is the body? Behind this building, there's a courtyard. I'll be a little more pompous with him. They hoisted him up on a tree there. And how do we get there then? That's easy. See that door there? He points to the west. First you exit through that, then to your right you should see a big hole in the fence, a really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there, no need for the keys. Sort of like a 20s radio announcer. The hole is big enough for the Franconigarian cavalry to fit through. Empathy success. Does he want you to feel guilty of making that hole? It's implied in his voice. Why did Sylvie go away? She went away because none of your business. She pertains to the coming apocalypse. Does she? Maybe she does. Maybe she pertains to the apocalypse, he snorts. Sylvie is not here because I asked for her number. The dead body out back didn't help either, but it was mostly me. I hope you appreciate that. The lieutenant opens his little notebook at the cover. The number is safely tucked away in his small pocket. Thank you, he says. Didn't go well? I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching. Everything has something to do with everything. Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing. Who killed him? I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job. He doesn't know. He just said they hoisted him up on a tree. Who is this they? Before you said they hoisted him up on a tree. Who did you mean by they? Oh. He's a bit surprised you caught that. People are saying it was the union dock workers, that it was a lynching. Who exactly is saying that? The locals, customers, the people who eat here. A lot of dock workers eat here. Sylvie told me everyone knows the dock workers did it. Did the debardeurs... I don't know that word at all. I don't know that word at all. The debardeurs? Debardeurs? Am I butchering it? Debardeurs? Okay. Themselves tell her this, or is it just a rumor? Guess that would be dockers. Okay. I don't really know. You'll have to ask her. Why would the dock workers lynch this man? I would suppose it's because they have nothing better to do. You mean the strike? Yes, the strike. He makes little quotation marks with his fingers. The strike. The man they hanged was a security guard for the harbor company, I hear. A mercenary. The unionistas probably thought they'd send a message. Did you kill him? What? Are you crazy? Of course I didn't kill him. Alright. I have another question. Never mind, I do not. That is all. Task complete. Interview cafeteria manager. Not so fast. He points to you. You owe me 130 real. Inland Empire. No one is saying the multi-pattern necktie you found tied to the ceiling fan can talk. No one. It must be merely imagination, but... Horrific necktie. Let's bail. Time to push the eject button. Sounds like responsibility, and you don't like those. Savoir-faire, slip away unnoticed. I just ran off to the other side of the cafeteria. As you blow this joint behind you, a whiny voice shouts, "Real mature, man, real mature." Oh my god. Alright, well, I guess I should leave because... And what if you come back to him? Should I go back to him, Sushi? Should I go back to him or should I leave? Give me a quick save. I'll go back to him.
Real mature, man. What exactly were you trying to accomplish? You do understand you still owe me money, right?
Well, apparently that didn't wipe the slate clean, me running 20 feet away. Savoir-faire. Damn, your feet thought we got away. Volition. That doesn't seem fair. You demonstrated some serious skills there, slipping away Sambo style. Encyclopedia. Expedia. By the way, Sambo or Samaran boxing is an eloquently violent set of one-on-one fighting moves originating from the Sumerian Isola. Sambo used to incorporate a wide array of martial disciplines from archery to mounted combat, but mainly means aesthetically pleasing single combat nowadays. Sambo style implies stealth, cleverness, and cool. But you must have appreciated my Sambo style stealth. Oh, well, if that was Sambo style, then let me wipe that debt, sir, he snorts sarcastically, then suddenly changes tone, probably because realizing it was pretty cool. Okay, the stupid drinks are on the house, Mr. Athlete. I still have to charge you for the 3 nights in the broken window. That's 100 square. That window was just an unfortunate casualty of me practicing my moves. I won't pay for it. Fine, I'll take it off the bill. Sleep in a post-apocalyptic hellhole if you want to. Just know I won't give you another room. So we're cool? Not entirely cool. You still owe me 60 real for 3 nights stay. If you don't have it by tonight, I can't let you back up there. He points upstairs towards your room. Now, what the hell did you want? I assume you wanted something to come back here. By the way, I'm going to sing karaoke here. Absolutely out of the question. You wait and see, cafeteria manager. Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger, and then we sing this place to shit. I need a drink. Can you pour me one? Do I have a shaker in my hand? Is this... He points to his empty hand. Is this a shaker? He sounds irritated. You sound irritated. Why? All I want is a drink. Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I wearing a bow... I'm sorry. Oh my god. Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I wearing a bow tie and doing this? He shakes the imaginary shaker furiously. Am I smiling? Do you see me smiling and shaking my little shaker? No? Do you know why? There's a time and place for police brutality. The time is now. Why? Because I'm not a bartender. I'm a cafeteria manager. Is there anything else you wanted? Rhetoric. Success. Play it calm. This man needs to understand you need a drink to help the community deal with police stuff. I am an alcohol-operated detective. If you want me to clean up the dead body and solve the case, then you need to insert alcohol into my mouth. That's option. That's one option. You don't understand the seriousness of the situation. I'm an alcoholic. I need my fix. Or, I want a fucking drink, asshole. Should I do 1 or 3? I honestly want 3. Sushi says 3. Gotta be 3. 3. I'm an alcohol-operated detective. If you want me to clean up the dead body and solve the case, then you need to insert alcohol into my mouth. Oh, well, in that case, let me pour you a nice big, refreshing marinella. Do you want that out of a glass or a pineapple? You do not want to taunt me. Not when it comes to marinellas. I'm going to say pineapple. Don't be an imbecile. I'm not going to serve you a marinella. I have work to do and broken things to fix. If that was all, I'd like to return to it. Oh my god. Oh my god, that whole exchange. So about that money I owe. Never mind. I've seen something here at the Whirling Gart I think I need to talk about. He rolls his eyes. What thing? Gart, I saw a sign that said I couldn't go into the kitchen. Why can't I go into the kitchen? What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business. But there may be something pertinent to the investigation in the kitchen. He rolls his eyes. He wasn't pan-fried. He was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with... He changes his mind. Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1300 because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that if you must. All right, 1300. That is a win. Still got XP for it. Oh my god. Oh my god. I started laughing so hard. I was trying to stop. I saw a sign that said the mess hall is reserved for the union. Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. He tosses his head in disdain. They come here in the evenings, dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit, but they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time. Authority. He hates the union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing this frustration at you instead. Retaliate! It's a shame you've got to suck up to the union to stay afloat, or let it go. You're above gratuitous baiting. I'm not above gratuitous baiting, especially to this guy. It's a shame you've got to suck up to the union to stay afloat. 5 experience. I don't. I'm simply providing a service, or really facilitating the offering of services to paying customers, and he runs out of steam. It doesn't matter. I don't have to explain myself to you. The lieutenant gives you a meaningful nod. We should find out who this loud faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info. How do we find them? We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. He looks towards the booth. Men are hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow. Gart, I saw another thing at the Whirling. Another thing. Great, I love those. Never mind. All right, goodbye. I feel like we've had a good exchange here, Gart. Encyclopedia. By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank in this place, sure, isn't it? Do I even have one? But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. I don't know. Near? South, maybe. You don't really know, do you? I don't. Does this mean I'm homeless? South, maybe. Doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. I'll live in a dumpster. I don't care. Fuck everything. Hobo cop. Thought gained. Hobo cop. Entertain the thought when you get the time. Maybe being a hobo and a cop has its advantages. What is this game? Oh, here are my stats, by the way. I forgot that they were right here. in case you're curious. So 5, 1 physical, 2 int, and 4 psychic. Holy shit. All right. I have a whole bunch. Drum Monkey. Hey, what's up? Drum. Saw your emotes, by the way. They are awesome. We tried to replace our emotes and then they wouldn't save. So I think we've lost all our emotes for the time being, but we'll fix that. But they look awesome. Thank you so much. And Hops is feeling still a little bit under the weather. So I'm streaming today. I'm streaming a new game that came out yesterday called Disco Elysium. And it is one of the, we haven't been playing for very long, but it is one of the funniest freaking games I have ever played. This thing had me in mild tears earlier. I'm not going to pay for damages. Thought box. What the fuck is this? Research time 4 hours and 20 minutes. Hobo cop. A cop and a hobo. A hobo cop. Upsides. Can be disheveled. Doesn't have to wash. Carries himself with lurched gusto. Hobo cop doesn't need anyone or anything. No one can kick you out because you don't have a home. Never pay rent again. Never again hear, "You're drunk. Why did you even come here, Harry? Go home. You're embarrassing yourself." Downsides? Are there any? I mean, seriously, give me one. Internalize. Bonuses from thoughts. -1 composure. I mean, I'll be honest with you, doesn't seem great, but I don't know what this research time means. Like 4 hours and 20 minutes, 0%. Maybe I have to internalize it for a certain amount of time and then I'll be able to do something with it. Low on morale? Put some points into volition. Like, yeah, like licking a rum stain on the counter, sprinting away to get away from paying a bill, then immediately running back. And the art is awesome. A heap of snow melts in this wheelbarrow. The street sign reads, "Fuck the police." Pigs go home. The street name is illegible.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
I need to maybe turn down the music a little bit more. It seems pretty loud. You sound surprised.
We don't see a lot of police around here. That's all.
Perception, sight, success. The plate looks the part. There's graffito everywhere, and the traffic jam behind you is completely unregulated. I have some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
What is this fuck the police business? Excuse me? She doesn't understand. Oh. Empathy. She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning. The street sign says, "Fuck the police." Point to it. Oh! She cranes her neck. Well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here. What about the other sign? Pigs go home. Who are these pigs? I don't know anything about that either. As I said, I didn't write it. Encyclopedia. Success. Pig is a widely used term for members of the police. It's not loving. No need to worry, the lieutenant steps in. We're not saying you did. Okay, well, I didn't. She leans back, shoulders relaxing. Who are you exactly? Me? I'm just a gardener. Composure, success. She hides it well. Behind the sweat and dirt, there is something else in her rigid posture. There's more to you than that. Is there? The quickness of the reply certainly does not prove you wrong. Yes, what are you doing here? I'm working. Working on what? I have a greenhouse in the yard there. She gestures over her shoulder. I've been trying to get some work done. There's discomfort. She stops mid-sentence. But? Well, as you probably know, there's a corpse hanging from a tree there. It smells pretty bad, so I have to take breaks. Don't worry, miss. We're here to clean it up. You can get to work soon. Thank you. She smiles politely. My head is about to explode from all the salts I've had to inhale. Salts? Ammonium salts, perhaps useful for later. Can I have some ammonium salts? No? Alright. I have to run. Of course, I won't hold you back. She wipes her brow with a canary yellow glove. If there's a corpse, then you're going to need those gloves for the autopsy. One more thing. Can I borrow your gloves? Sure, keep them. I have another pair. She hands you the rubber gloves with no visible annoyance. Thank you. Alright, let's go check out a corpse. Let's save first. There are bottles inside. You could pick them up if you had a bag. Ooh, electronic doorbell. An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all of the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center. That's too many. Alright. Rue de Saint-Gis... Oh my god, Ghislaine. This is 100% like French. Turns out those gloves were used in the murder. Now you've compromised them. +1 interfacing. It's a J sound. Ghislaine. Saint Ghislaine. Rue de Saint Ghislaine. Okay. Thank you. Oh. Oh, good. Is this kid throwing a rock? What is he doing?
Kono's got this!
The boy throwing rocks at the dead body can't be older than 12.
Oh yeah, never could be Kuno.
Yells the other kid behind the fence. Hey kid, a word. Police business.
Right in the dick, Kuno. Get him right in the dick.
The children ignore you.
Love it in the dick!
What? Oh my god. Perception. Success. The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body. Hold on, what does that mean? The kid is obviously high. Stop getting high at my crime scene.
Fuck that Kuno. Yeah, right in the mouthful.
Jesus Christ. Authority. Success. They pay you no heed or pretend not to notice you.
The shit himself!
The rake, Kuno. You should throw the rake at him, Kuno.
The fuck does Kono know what a rake is? Kono's not a gardener!
Oh my god. Are you kids siblings?
The fuck are you talking about?
He throws another rock.
He's calling us f***s, Kuno. He says we're fucking each other.
I can't. Look, I have questions for you.
Alright, entertain the Kono. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
The kid moves his hands like a basketball player dribbling fast. The body, what do you know about it? Oh, I don't have to do this. Shitload pig! What's your question? That's a terrible accent. I'm just going to read it normally. Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno! Reaction speed. This is where you quickly ask him questions. Real cop questions, like a cop. Do you know who he was? Kuno's fuck gimp. He picks up a rock. Kuno uses the fuck gimp for target practice. I like the accent. All right, I'll do more of the accent. He could have just said he doesn't know. You could have just said you don't know. Kuno knows shit. Kuno's not a snitch, that's all. He shakes his head, clearly offended. Trying to make Kuno sing into the popophone. Popophone? Like police phone? I don't know. Do you know how it got up there? Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. So you didn't see it happening. You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. He puffs himself up. Kuno wasn't regional. Okay, where did you go then? I don't know, some fucking... He looks around trying to come up with something. Mesker, I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City. Where is Night City? Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. He draws snot up his nose. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant. Have you seen anyone suspicious around? Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno. Yeah, you tell the Fagari, Kuno. I don't know what that means, so I apologize if that is what I think it means. All right, more on this later. Right now, let's talk about something else. You're testing Kuno's patience here. I don't know. Get lost! That word. Let's see. About the crime scene. You kids often play in the yard? Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with the little wooden choo-choo. Fuck you won't with it. I might have questions later. For now, let's talk about something else. Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. He spits over his shoulder, then looks back up at you. Night City's on the popophone. I'm gonna try to start that slang at my college. Night City is on the East Coast, isn't it? It's the city from Cyberpunk. Ooh, I didn't know that. I gotta ask, who is Kuno? Kuno's Kuno, pig. The boy points his chest with both thumbs. So you refer to yourself in the third person. The fuck you call it the third person? Kuno's the fucking first person. Empathy. He looks slightly confused, but proud he came up with that retort. But right as he's getting distracted, you hear a malevolent hiss from behind the fence. Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you! I need a different voice for Kuno-esque. The thing behind the fence starts squealing, shrill and violent like a fire alarm. The sound gets louder as the child shouts at the windows overlooking the yard. Help! Pig's got Kuno! Rape! Help! The boy joins in. He's got the Kuno! Help! Reaction speed. Success. Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before. Just answer the questions. Help! He's digging his dick out! Escalate, Kuno. His dick is out. You're afraid. I have a limiter on this thing. 1 second. Real quick. I just want to make sure I'm not... Because I'm yelling a lot. Just wanted to... Yeah, I do have a limiter. All right, so it doesn't go super loud. Pigs are hooting, Kuno. Somebody please! It's full blast now. The wind carries the message far and wide across Martinez. I'm really shitty. Physical instrument, medium. Shut him down. I have a 28% chance. All right. Poll, should I try to punch this 12-year-old boy in the face? Knowing you're all wits, no brawl. I know, but I want to hit this kid so badly. Don't. Okay. I don't know if you can hear it, but Hops is just in the background yelling, hit him in the face. Hit him in the face. What is this? Are you high right now? Help, misters, help! He prances around, eyes bulging out of their sockets, rolling hard, yelling at the windows. Empathy. He's having the time of his life. Total ecstasy. Fuck the pig. He's flashing, Kuno. He's showing his genitals. If you don't help Kuno now, it'll be too late. What is this shit? What is this sick charade? No! The boy screams, his freckled face contorted in hideous, uncontainable laughter. Get off, Kuno, you sick fat fuck! Who put you up to this? No one, he whispers suddenly. Kuno's doing this because he likes it, pig. I don't know. I'm sorry about the accent. Authority. This is where Kuno establishes dominance over you. Help! The pig's gagging him. Kuno can't speak. Someone put you up to this. Kim Kitsuragi, you put him up to this yourself when you decided to talk to him in the first place. Listen to your friend. We all know what word that is. Kuno hawks a loogie at the ground. The phlegm is yellowish and bubbling somehow. Kim, did you do this? Oh God. I think I've talked myself into a corner here. Did Gart push you up to this? Did you do this? It was the harbor, wasn't it? They're trying to compromise me. Okay, no one put you up to this. Help! The RCM is trying to fuck Kuno in the ass! Tears of joy mixed with sweat smelling of laundry detergent on his face. Gray, if I were a more physical person, I would 100% punch him, but I feel like I'm in a bad spot right now with him yelling that I am sexually assaulting a 12-year-old boy. And with a 28% chance, the last thing I need is try to punch him. He's going to get bested by a kid if he tries that. Worth it. Oh my God. Don't punch him. It's a bad idea. Look, Kuno whispers, even softer than before, vanishingly silent. I know you wanted to hit me. He lets it linger. You got that I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look that Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look. Officer Chris Brown to the rescue. No. Yes, but I didn't act on it. It was just a fantasy. Yes. How do I get back to it? I want to go back to that thought. How do you know that? You can't see inside my head. Whisper. Can you read my mind, Kuno? His own father. Definitely sounds like his own father messes him up. Yes, how do I get back to it? I want to go back to that thought. How do you know that? Yes, I want to get... Yes, how do I get back to it? I want to go back to that thought. Oh, I can literally go back and try to punch him again. No. Oh, no, you've pussied out again. I'm losing it. Should have done that. Kuno's going to bitch you out now. Kuno's going to sublet you. He raises his voice again. Pass you around like candy, fat boy. Pass your fat ass around. He spreads his arms, taking dominion over the yard. King Kuno! Authority. Backing up was a bad idea. Now he thinks he's established dominance over you. Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch. You're going to be in this shit with Kuno. Kim Kitsuragi. No. The lieutenant almost rolls his eyes. You're not. We can just leave. Bitch, you're going to be in the shit with Kuno forever. The pipo-headed critter doesn't let him finish. It's a sign, Bar3ly. Beat up the kid. I want to. He's the worst. Whatever. I had some questions about the crime scene. Okay. Kuno was kind to his bitch. Sorry. Ask your questions, but remember, he taps at his temporal lobe. This changes shit. Click, 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 click goes the little Pipo-wearing asshole behind the fence. Pippo? Meaning there's been a change in some kind of evil clockwork. There will be consequences. -1, back down from Kuno, empathy. 8% chance. That's without empathy 4. Oh, I don't have anything there. Oh. Kuno doesn't fucking care. That sucked. Smells like spoiled meat and curdled dairy. A human being decomposes. Let's go talk to this piece of shit other kid.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
Oh yeah, I'll go back to talk to Kuno in a sec. For some reason, I thought we finished up talking about the body, but I don't think we did. I just want to ask you some questions.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
Uh-oh. Child, converse with me. What are those strange words you use, girl?
I come from the woods, Kutta Vittu. You don't want to go there with me. You don't want to see what I've seen.
Don't be traumatizing here! Get the fuck out of here!
These gloves make me look amazing.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
The boy turns to you. He doesn't care. I want to discuss the body with you again, Kuno. Oh yeah, we don't have any. It doesn't look like any of the new stuff. Good lord, Kuno S sucks. They both suck a lot.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Child, converse with me.
Murder was the case they gave me.
She has almost vanished behind the fence. Only the top of her hat remains. These kids are literally the abortion poster child. You know what? You're right, Sushi. I'm kind of going by normal rules. This game does not go by normal rules. Murder was the case they gave me. Where's that from? That's from something.
Fuck, does Kuno
All right.
care?
Want to discuss the body? Do you know who he was? Kuno's fuck him. Okay. Do you know how he got up in there? Probably climbed. Wasn't regional. Have you seen anyone suspicious? Just a couple of pigs. Yeah, all the answers seem to be the same. I mean, I could try to... Oh, I got a +1 for talking to Kuno S. If I... wonder if I punt... Oh. Yeah, Sushi, I thought... I mean, that made sense. Maybe if I punched him, I would have gotten different answers.
I squeal, pig.
Hey, kid.
What is this kid shit? Fucking mind games. I'd rather die than squeal.
Get the fuck out of here, face! You got something? Talk to me!
So it's a girl. Interesting.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
You there, behind the fence.
You don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody. I'm not here, pig. You're not seeing this.
You can still see the top of her hat from behind the fence. Is that it?
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Yeah. Walk away. Okay. I mean, I could try doing the empathy on him. We'll try that.
Does Kuno care?
17% chance. That's going to be rough. This is a white check. You may retry it. Failure. He's on your crime scene, bossing you around, and he's been here for some time, too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful. Okay, so just because you fail a check doesn't necessarily mean... just because you fail a check doesn't necessarily mean that you don't get more dialogue. It looks like I'm getting more dialogue, even though I did fail it. Hey Kuno, you think you can turn the Kuno down for a moment? Let's talk like normal people. Trying to fuck at the Kuno. Trying to fuck at me. Trying to fuck. He spits fast. Kuno only gets higher. It's faster, faster, faster. Can't take the Kuno. Stay out of the reactor. Stay out of the reactor. Kuno gonna fuck you up. She pumps her bony fist in the air. Up, up, up. Normal is not what we have got here. You've got to work with what you have for now. Locked. Figure out what's going on with this kid. Put skill points into empathy to open this white check. Okay. I did save, but I'm not going to save scum. I'm going to try my best not to save scum. Because it seems like this game benefits from not save scumming. Because it seems like no matter what you do, something else happens. The letter R wears a crown. On the ribbon below, a light above descending. Trash container. The trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says whirling in rags. There's something in here. Not necessarily connected to the case, but still. Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash container. Your new home for Hobocop. Yeah, exactly. Just a trash container? There's no such thing. Your fingers start to itch just looking at that padlock. Lieutenant, what do you think you could what do you think could be in there? Kim Kitsuragi. Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too. Yes, I feel like there's something in there. Kim Kitsuragi. What do you mean feel? It's extrasensory perception. Whatever is in there holds a special significance. I agree. We should get someone from the remote viewers division in here. What is the remote viewers division? All the detectives from all the precincts who experience extrasensory perception go to the remote viewers division. Their work is invaluable to the force. Wow, could we get them here? No, because they don't exist. I am so disappointed right now. I thought there was a remote viewers division. There isn't, but we should still access this container. How do we get the lock open? We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage. Or Lieutenant. Or we could ask for the key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one. Okay. Alright, so we've got, we can look for, I'm going to look at, oh, what is this? There are several footprints in the mud left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. I can try that. What kind of boots? Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails all over the yard. Visual calculus. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear? I could try it. 28%. I don't know if that's going to hurt me or not. Yep, it 100% did. Damaged morale. What do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emergence for the time being. Lieutenant, workers' boot tracks. Point to them. Noted. Lieutenant takes out his little notebook. That's it. All right. Ooh, money and magnesium. I've already suffered morale damage too. Someone's trying to grow herbs in this greenhouse. I'm gonna look at the body in a second. I'm just gonna look over here quickly. There's a door here. This winch mechanism has been oxidizing for some years. This kid's ladder is rickety but still climbable. The ladder's for kids. It wouldn't hold the weight of a grown man. The hanged man. The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath. The cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even though through your clenched nostrils. 3% chance to let go of my nose without throwing up. God, what is that? Why is it so bad? Active decay. The lieutenant raises a piece of white linen to his nose. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging. He's about to blow! The cop's gonna blow, Kuno! I don't remember my accent anymore for Kuno and Kuno asks. 3%? 3%? Probably not great. Nope. Failure. The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth. More instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within. You feel a great force wringing you from the stomach. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst, until a pool of vomit lies under your feet, and your throat stings from the stomach acid. Perception, smell. The smell of Commodore Red rises from the pool. Among it, distilled spirit and bits of shish kebab. God. Kim Kitsuragi. It's okay. Happens to everyone. The lieutenant hands you his white handkerchief. Keep it. Thanks. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head. Sushi, have you played this game before? Because you've called now 2 things right before they've happened. Or more than that, I think, but the 2 big ones were licking the alcohol and the ammonia. Okay, where do we get ammonia from? That young woman, the gardener, mentioned she used salt for the smell. She nods towards the plaza. If she doesn't have any, there might be some in the Fritz store nearby. Having the ammonia is a modifier to the endurance check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them. Cool. No, I do remember that she mentioned the salts. I'm just... I remember now. I remember now that she mentioned the salts after they retold me.
Hello again, officer. How are things?
Do you still have your salts? I think I could use some. Sure, I'm done with them. She takes a small capsule out of her breast pocket and hands it to you. Go easy on the stuff. It gave me a terrible headache. Okay. Ooh, I can talk to this fence. Perception. You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. Reconstruct the movement. Failure. No, these tracks are not interesting at all. Let the street sweeper just sweep them away. Why am I looking at this? Cop habit. Cop habit. You look at everything. This isn't case related, you think. What kind of vehicle drove through here? Hard to say. Your vision is blurred and you're having difficulty concentrating thanks to your relentless hangover. All right. So I have the ampule of ammonia. Okay, so I don't just like use it. All right, so before we go back there, it's easier for someone on this side of the strip to be perceptive. I mean, that one I forgot. All right, the next one I'll remember. The next one I got. Closed for winter, please use main entrance. Right. Or, so need to pass time by a book. Reading passes time quickly. Will she join my cadre of super detectives yet?
Hello again, sweetie.
Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties get money? Her expression becomes very serious. Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck? Empathy. If she could, this woman would feed and clothe you and every other sad, lost person on this earth. Oh, I know. Begging the paraplegic for money. That's so awful. I'm a dumpster fire of a human being. Tug on her heartstrings. Success. Your deportment remains dignified as you shed a single manly tear. It isn't easy for me to ask this of anyone, but I'm at the end of my rope. Any money you could have could help me. Sweetie, I only have a few cents on me, but she unfastens a gold commemorative pin from her left jacket pocket and drops it into your palm. I could give you this to pawn, just to tide you over. Wonderful, the lieutenant marks drolly. He has a pin. Perception. The pin is round and slightly tarnished. 3 sailboats in bas relief with the sun hovering over the water behind them. A chipped green banner at the bottom reads Saint Baptiste Summer 31 Dinghy Races. You could totally sell this pin for cash. What is to pawn? It's easy. You bring a valuable item to a pawnbroker who then gives you money for it. You can get it back later for a slightly larger sum if it hasn't been sold, but you never end up doing that anyway. Where can I pawn the pin? Cross the plaza and follow the road along the coast. Down by the water, there will be a shack nestled against an old stone facade. That's the pawn shop. An old friend of my husband goes there often. He says the owner is quite helpful. Items that can be pawned at Bird's Nest Roy's appear in your inventory under the items tabs. You can pawn these items when talking to Roy. Okay. Oh, we're going to be wrapping up here soon, too. I kind of lost track of time. I promise I'll buy it back for you once I have more money. Oh, it's not an ancient family heirloom or anything, but I suppose it would be nice to get it back.
Can I help you?
Is the trash container out back yours? Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags. Kim Kitsuragi. Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you need to keep the container locked? Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out, that's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company. I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container? Well, yes, us and the garbage disposal company. It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. I wonder what this feeling is. No, it doesn't. Nothing stirs in me, and it isn't callous. It's common sense. I wonder what this feeling is. Prod at him and find out. Oh, right, because I am a hobo. What if I told you I am a hobo? Or soon to be one, rummaging through the trash. Will you help me out now? Yes. Oh, will you keep me out too? Yes. Good call. So would I. Teach a man to fish. I'm not a fishing teacher. He spreads his hands. And that is not why we keep our trash locked. Any place with a kitchen does it. It's not political, I assure you. We need those keys. What do you need them for? It concerns the case. The lieutenant's voice is harsh and sudden. Please cooperate. He takes the keys from under the counter and hands them to you. Just bring them back once you're done, please. Goodbye. You can sleep after 2100. Sleeping heals all of your health and morale. Well, that's good to know. All right, let's see what's in this container. The trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says Whirling in Rags. Open the padlock with the key. With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Inland Empire. Don't! Maybe you shouldn't. Interfacing. Success. Maybe you shouldn't. Of course you should. This is your time to shine, Hobo Cop. Dive into that dumpster for extra content. Didn't I just have a premonition that there's something in there? There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow. Your hand is still on the lid. Open the lid. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. We're just in time. The lieutenant peers in. This hasn't been emptied for over a week. I haven't found any gas yet. As soon as I get like a gun or something, because I saw that I have an inventory spot for bullets. So as soon as I get a gun, dig in Hobocop style for extra content. Wow, an armistice caliber 50-knot cannon half wrapped in paper tissues. So shiny. What's a knot cannon? It's a giant rifle and it's very expensive. Not as expensive as that fat string of pearls snaking among the rotten banana peels, however. And is that a Cordon Electrics preamp with Electra F2 tubes? It is! That catches quite a price. You're talking $12,000 easy, unless you're in a hi-fi yourself. I'll sell it. No, you won't, because none of these things are real. They're not actually in there. All you see is food waste and crisp wrappings. A cruel jest. There must be something. All you see is a broken mug with a racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron. An antique? Only in its social sensibility. Take the mug. Kim Kritsuragi. The man briefly glances at the mug, then returns his sight to the trash. Look under the boxes of carton. You see milk, an egg rest with one broken egg in it, some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. Interfacing. Success. You've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows. The methodology in your fingers. You're used to this. Used to what? Dumpster diving? No, searching for evidence in the trash. Good practice for dumpster diving. Dive further. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soliel? I remember, I know it means sun in French. Soliel. Cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below and turbo noodles. God. Nothing of note, however. Pick at the rags. Among the threadbare kitchen towels and something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers. Grab them. As the legs of the slime-colored jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air. Are these the victim's clothes? The smell is not nearly as bad as the cadaver. These clothes could not have been in contact with the deceased for more than 2 days after his death. The lieutenant smells them. Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the very early stages of decay. The lieutenant produces a black plastic bag marked as evidence from his pocket. Drop them in there. By early stages, do you mean that these were taken from him no more than 2 days after his death? Yes, he nods. I think the clothes were taken off to get to that armor he wore, then discarded. They must have stripped him of it fast, too, the scavengers, in a matter of days. Bag the trousers. Kim quickly searches the jeans. Guitar mark blue jeans. Pockets empty, or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too, a wide belt. The loops appear stretched, but he looks into the container. The belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here. Something slimy catches your eye. Reach for it. A drab long-sleeve shirt, olive-colored, dripping from the Okay, one more time. A drab long-sleeve shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus. Bag the shirt. This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. He nods to himself. Anything more? Perception. Success. The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. Just garbage. That's all I think. All right. We should go to guard again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard, or that one. He nods toward the red-haired boy behind him. I'd advise against confronting that force. You think someone from the whirling might have been involved, maybe? Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash, the lid was locked, and the establishment had the key. It's just a small, loose thread. Okay. The lieutenant nods and looks back in the trash container. Search the food waste. It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey. Inland Empire, success. Nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see here. What's this? What? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something. Pick it out. Damaged ledger. Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes written in a man's handwriting. Interfacing. Success. Not just any man's. This dense cursive. It's yours. Officer, is that your paperwork? The handwriting, it's mine. There's a lot of it too, he nods approvingly. And you've got an autopsy form in there, in the back. That light pink copy paper. A miserable looking slip of paper sticks to the board. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash? It has to be, it has a foreboding quality to it. Maybe I needed to lose it for the great bloodletting to begin. What are you talking about? I speaketh the tongue. Doeth thou also thorough inventories? He points to the ruined notes. You should take stock of your notes and make sure it's all there. Official notes contain informants' names. If some of it has fallen into the hands of the RCM's adversaries, bloodletting may well ensue. Okay, I'll do that. It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. He peers into the trash where soggy cartons and rags stink uninvitingly. Now tell me what your eagle eyes see, or are we finished? We are finished. Close the lid. The container sounds like a muffled gong. That's one thing off the list. The lieutenant sounds relieved. I think we got it all. Good God. Oh, this commemorative pin is worth $3. Interact. Damaged ledger. It's a ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from the plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner. Anything else? There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor. For you. Below the pathetic's terror. Do not look into its blue heart. Inspect the toilet paper? It's just toilet paper, sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want. Leave it there. It's cool. Level up. Way cool. Inspect the clip. Oh, nope. Click the wrong thing. Browse the white papers. They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered with faint red lines forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files! Commit to paper!" The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible. What is in there? What are they about? Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51 this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention, but there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases, undertaken, not completed, mind you. Logic. Success. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average. Reaction speed. Success. What do you mean? Is that all? Is 2 cases a week a good caseload, Lieutenant? Huh? He raises his nose from his notes. 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes. 2 cases a week appears to have been my load, Lieutenant. I'm not sure I completed them, though. 2? He raises both eyebrows. That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you're making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me. I'm sure I made plenty of mistakes. That's okay. He nods and then turns back to his own case files. We all make mistakes. God knows I've made my share. He tries not to think of them. Like a fan of gills, the checkered paper is dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible. Good Lord. The amount of reading. That's it? The notebook is annual. It says 51 on what remains of the cover, a molten strap of cardboard. Everything prior to this must have belonged to a previous volume. In short, there was more. Inspect the handwriting. It's inornate, nearly illegible, yet marching in orderly lines. Your hand cramps up merely looking at the scribbles, drawn as by some magnet to the red checkered margins. Fast, but always straight. There's mention of a naming convention here? Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name. Oh, God. Oh, my, and they're written in capital letters, too. Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. And another yet, The Unsolvable Case. More? Others appear more lighthearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the hookah parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Later, once you're done expecting them up close. Kim, my cases appear to employ some kind of naming convention. You mean the alphanumeric, officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene? No, I mean a non-numeric one with titles. Oh, you mean the titular? Well, yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does. Why is that? It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution when the organization had little idea on how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves. I seem to have named a case the Square Bullet Hole Murders. Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one. He peeks into his notes. The man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. I named it that, to amuse myself. He smiles. I pray his loved ones never find out. What happened to him? Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident. I'm done inspecting these. Inspect the clip. An aluminum block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip. Run your finger across the aluminum. The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before. Perception. Success. Looks like an official mark, made to be low visibility outside of the right circumstances. Hey, Lieutenant, what's this? Pointing to the sticker. What? He seems lost in his own notes. It takes a moment for him to see it. That thing? It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to the RCM property. How can I read it? Any capable light with a right wavelength will do. Like, for example, all RCM vehicles have headlights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too. This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on. Interesting. What kind of information? It depends. Aside from anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue. Esprit de corps. How many years you've been on the force, he's thinking. It'll have that. That's all. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. He returns to his neatly kept notes. I'll look at the rest of the ledger later because my voice is dying and we're running out of time. So let me save. And let me put up a... We'll do Twitch stream save game 1. And on that note, thank you for everyone that showed up. Thank you for watching me play Disco Elysium and read a whole hell of a lot. It was a ton of fun. I'm just immediately sucked into this game. The story so far is intriguing. It's hilarious. It's great. It's a great game so far. So I hope I get to do more of it. The next time we're going to be streaming is going to be on Friday, 7:30, and as far as I know right now, and it should be the normal, both of us. And we're either going to be doing Dying Light, we're going to be doing Man of Medan or Dying Light, or what we might do is Divinity. I was trying to see if she'd be interested in that for something a little different. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, thank you for showing up. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And hopefully I will see you guys again Friday at 7:30. Have a good night. Have a good Thursday. Have a good Friday. And I will see you later. Bye.